you remember how like I always tell you guys how these people are not serious and like their grievances should not be taken consideration, right? Because they're not really talking about anything of value. It's just them being mad about shit for no reason. Are you guys familiar with the game called Silent Hill F? Silent Hill F comes out like, I think comes out like September like 25th. Yeah. September 25th. And I'm going to just fucking, here we go. People are saying the new Silent Hill game is censored. And it's because when you travel to the other dimension, her model is a pair of floating panties surrounded by shadows. Pre-order canceled. But it's like people are not non-binary, you guys, because they can't see an underage girl's panties. She's like 12. No, she's like just by the uniform, she has to be like 14, 15 at most. Yeah, 12. Yeah, okay, I was right. And it's just like, look at my ops, you guys. Look at my ideological opposition. I talk about things in games like what's happening with collective shout, which we'll talk about in a little bit. What the fuck is going on with the pricing of games? And like, look at this. So they're talking about panties, right? Microsoft is raising the prices on Xbox consoles yet again in the US due to changes in the macroeconomic environment. Series S going from $379 to $399, Series X from $599 to $649, Series X digital from $549 to $599, and the Series X from $729 to $799. So from $800. 800 big ones. This has more impact on your gaming experience than if you can see the underwear of a fucking model in a game who was portrayed to be at most 15 years old and at the low end 12. And not one to miss an opportunity. I was like, oh man, if only someone had said this shit would happen. Do you guys remember when I said this shit would happen and people were like, you're lying, you're just being an alarmist? And I've been correct every time. But do they want to address the fact that the politics of the person they voted for is actively fucking over their hobby more so than any blue-haired activist? That is the reality we're facing now is people are going to be priced out of playing video games. The hobby that they say they love so much, they're not going to be able to afford. Because like, I'll tell you straight right now, I would not buy a console at this point. Like, I did make a joke about like, you guys giving me money so I can buy a PS5. But you can also just watch all my videos all the time so I can buy a PS5, because I don't want to spend my extra money on like that when I have like bills and shit. But I can play my games I want to play because I have PC. Eventually Ghost of Yotei will come to PC, right? But for people who it's like they don't have a PC, they didn't buy their parts ahead of time, and shit's expensive, and console is supposed to be the more affordable, convenient option. If the prices keep going up every quarter, eventually it's not going to be affordable. And like, people are like, it's the fucking tariffs. Like it's tariffs. Like it's tariffs. I also remember specifically me and Crimes New Roman talking about that very point when we were reacting to that Legendary Jobs video.
Are challenging, and they were made with careful consideration given market conditions and the rising
because
cost
I
of
don't
development.
disagree with him
Careful
about
consideration.
the CEOs
You
being
realize the whole
liars.
thing is them passing the buck to the players.
100%.
You know, everybody wants to pin these price hikes on the U.S. trade war, and while that might be an agitator, I'm not buying it. Xbox is behind in the console race. You really don't think that there isn't a stockpile of unsold hardware somewhere? That Xbox that you're buying off the shelf right now wasn't made yesterday. It was made months ago. If these tariffs were such a serious issue, they could just slow down production, stagger the releases. Hell, with the profits that they're pulling in, they could eat the costs and not even feel it.
He's so stupid.
Maybe we look up how tariffs work, because it doesn't matter if I wait.
I want to know if like he's one of those people who thinks that like they pay the tariff and not we pay the tariff.
He did say they want to pass the buck off to the gamers. I think he understands that we be hitting the cost, but what he doesn't understand is it doesn't matter if they wait. They still have to make this stuff, and they're still going to be hit with because they're importing it. Where it's just people being greedy. Why would Xbox of all people raise their prices? Like, these are real concerns insofar as how it's going to affect you as a gamer. The material conditions are not the best right now, and they're getting increasingly worse. But motherfuckers want to focus on someone's underpants. Right wingers' greatest fight is being able to see the pants of a 14-year-old. Like, it's literally, they would rather do that. It blows me all the time. We have real issues that we can be tackling in this space, right? I try to tackle those issues, and then they come out and they're like, nah, this is woke. This is fucking woke and gay, and that's why it's bad. Or another reason why things can be bad is because someone did wrong thing again. Someone didn't say the pre-approved messaging. And I think this shit is so fucking funny, because what they're gonna here. So you'll see what I'm talking about. So what they've been doing now, because of the whole Charlie Kirk thing, now they've, like the vultures that they are, they've seized upon this opportunity to hunt down anyone who says anything they don't like, even a little bit, and they are trying to get people fired. And look who they're going after. One day before Charlie Kirk's funeral, Manny Perez, the actress for Lucia from the upcoming GTA 6, posts a disgusting reel calling MAGA supporters demons and repeating the same lie which Jimmy Kimmel got fired for, that the killer was MAGA too. Okay, so real quick, because I do like to put the truth out there, Jimmy Kimmel never said the killer was MAGA. You know what? Just so everyone stops being annoying.
Some new lows over the weekend, with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, and doing everything they can to score political points from.
Here's everything
you
need to know about the off-key monologue that got
Jimmy
Kimmel's show pulled indefinitely.
That's all he fucking said. That's all he fucking said. He just said that, which was true. All of what he said, 100% true.
Lows over the weekend, with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them.
That's it. That's all he fucking said. That's all he fucking said. And this could be interpreted a couple of ways, but all of them charitably. He could either be saying that, which is the true thing that happened, which is people from the MAGA side and like the government were in fact trying to put out any message and saying that he was not one of them, because they were like, he's trans, he's a trans Antifa super soldier, he's this, he's that. The newest one's like, he's a furry. They were saying anything other than him being a white kid from Utah who grew up with a confirmed MAGA family. That's not to say that he was MAGA, but that's one interpretation. Another one's like, he could not be one of theirs, like a cis white dude. He has to be, again, mentally ill, or he has to be trans or whatever. But there's no charitable way you could take this as him demeaning Charlie Kirk. He's saying the conservatives use Kirk's opportunity to be fucking parasitic vultures, which they did. Like, that's literally what happened. What these guys are doing is it's no different from when I made that video about how Asmongold and these same people were trying to compile lists of people in the game space who said not so nice things about Charlie Kirk, being super vague, right? It's the same idea here, where now they're going after anyone in the gaming space. It was Erika Ishii beginning, but now it's Erika Ishii again because she's a trans supporter and she has a wife, and they don't like that. So she's back on their target. She hasn't even said anything, but in it, obviously it was Sucker Punch, right? With the one of the artists who got let go because of it, and even though they're not gonna play this game, and now they want to go after Rockstar, which is why I said the repeated lie that got fired for that killer was MAGA too. The voice actor for GTA 6 apparently reposted this horrific video. The horrific video, I'm pretty sure is not. You know what? Let's go to Pirate Nation. Let's see how horrific this video actually is. Did he fucking he deleted the post? He deleted the post. Oh my God. Yeah, because I'm on September 17th. I'm on September 17th. He fucking deleted the post. So we don't even know what the video said. We don't even know what the video said, what made it so bad. And I've been trying to fucking find out.
Man, I can't believe that y'all compared that man to Jesus. Half these Christians sound like demons. Love your neighbor as yourself. What version of the Bible y'all been reading? Y'all compared that man to Jesus? Well, tell the nation under God it's not freedom of speech no more. People out here losing jobs. You know it's real when Jimmy Kimmel get the boot. I'm scared of posting. Wasn't MAGA the same people mad about that cancel culture?
Like this guy's a grifter, 100%. I don't even know what he even has a following for. He doesn't do anything. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier. These people have followings, they don't do anything. Like he just posts green text from fucking 4chan. These guys, right? So they want to go after Rockstar. And this is no different from, like I said, when they were talking about going after people who didn't post the right things about Charlie Kirk, yada, 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 yada. But I hope that they do this actually. I hope that they actually try to galvanize people to go after Rockstar Games, because what is the outcome for this? Like, does he think people aren't going to fucking play Grand Theft Auto 6? Does he think Rockstar gives a shit? Because they don't. I promise you, the game that's going to make the game industry balloon to be like the first like $1 trillion industry in 1 year is absolutely not. This is going to affect nothing. Yeah, there's not even gameplay. And there people are so afraid of this game that when they changed their release date, literal companies were breathing sighs of relief. They don't care. Nor should they in this context. They shouldn't care because it's nothing. But this is what these people do. They don't have any real gripes. They're just upset about shit. Like, look at, what was I going to do before? Remember the Steam curator page? It's at 23,000. It'll probably be higher now. 28,000 people are following this. Charlie's tweets detected. I will keep this page up for as long as I can. But they're just adding shit, right? Marketing manager says many awful things regarding Charlie Kirk. And look at the reason. Look at the reasons. Offered free copy. Doesn't support Charlie Kirk. So you guys should, I recommend this game because they gave me a free fucking game. Like, The Great Rebellion. Ooh, remember that game? Remember when I mentioned that game? This is a literal white supremacist game. It is a literal white supremacist game. And they oppose what happened to Charlie Kirk. Like, these people have no actual convictions. It's just small grievances with culture, because pop culture, the culture war has become their identity. So they will promote literal white supremacy. I'm not even kidding. The Great Rebellion is a white supremacist game. Like, it is literally white supremacist game. They have added stone toss into this game. They added him. It is a white supremacist game. Like I can't like with real ties to white supremacy. Have you guys heard of the game The Great Rebellion? It's a DEI free game because it's literally a white supremacist game. I'm not even exaggerating. These people are just mascots to put white supremacy. The trailer mentions a man fighting Europa, and your enemy controls the world and are globalists. They added Stone Toss to their anti-DEI game, and exactly 300 players started playing the game. They can't stop winning. So at this point, I'm pretty confident if we go through Ghost of Yotei hit by backlash over irrelevance, activism, and developer firing. Tectone. Oh, wow. Remember when you were going to take a fucking break from being on the internet and you just never did? If you ever need another reason not to buy the Ghost of Yotei, here's their lead voice actor. I am Antifa. So is my wife. For those of you who don't know, Antifa just means anti-fascist. You are against fascism. I'm Antifa. You all should be against fascism. You're either against fascism or for it. You can't be neutral on that. So, and mind you, she said this in 2020. So way before this whole, I'm going to make Antifa into a terrorist organization. And so like, they're just hating on her like they always do. But now like all the comment sections and all that shit is just filled with good way to get blocked, keep pushing it, although people are fucking roasting him, which is proving my point, what I'm going to make here, right? Is these guys are such a minority that they think they can impact, and I said this before, they think they can impact the sales of a massive, highly anticipated AAA game. And of course, you'll see on YouTube, you'll see people say, this isn't anticipated at all. People don't want this game. People are tired of it, yada, yada, yada. You're going to see the original, the usual suspects talking about, you know, how it's bad and shit or whatever, right? Ghost of Yotei boss damage controls over Dez, vile Kirk comments. We said this before, what a fucking mess. Ghost of finally polished studio, PlayStation boycott. They will burn. Yellow Flash is all he does, right? The panic is real. Dr. Disaster. Bullcrap. Ghost of Yotei Studio finally condemns Charlie Kirk, but it seems a little too late. Ghost of Yotei boycotted by woke game developers. What? You can see the trend here. They're like, oh, the game's dead away, dead on arrival, DOA, yada, yada, yada. Now, let's actually look at some numbers here. Oh, what? Whoopsies. Ghost of Yotei tops PlayStation pre-orders across multiple countries despite heavy criticism. Deluxe version outselling base game in 11 countries. Uh-oh. Sounds like people don't want to play this game. Oh, I'm sorry. I was being stupid. Sounds like people are, in fact, highly anticipating this game. According to this post, the game ranks within the top 3 in all 11 countries listed, even securing top spot in several of them. And let's just see if we can find this for ourselves. So Japan, top in Japan, in the UK, in the US, in Australia, and Canada, in Germany, and Italy, and France, Greece, Poland, Turkey. So much for that narrative. The Asmongold insults must be furious. They're actually like to be called the Roach Ranch. So you can just say the Roach Ranch must be furious. What they put out here as some sort of reality that people are going to boycott this game because the character is voiced by a queer woman or she's woke and just no one cares, right? And this is something they should have known from the Hogwarts Legacy. It doesn't matter what your cause is. Gamers don't care. They're not going to boycott a game that they've been looking forward to. There is nothing that can stop them from buying Grand Theft Auto 6. The literal leads in that game could say, you know what? I want to bomb the Netherlands. And guess what? Grand Theft Auto 6 is still selling $1 trillion. They don't care. Either way, you're not going to boycott the Harry Potter game to any success because the people online are not real, okay? It is not the real sentiment. of the vast majority of people. Like I've stated multiple times, we are hyper online. This is my space. We are freaks when it comes to this shit. Most people who play video games don't even know what reset era is, right? The most they know is like IGN and like GameSpot and maybe Polygon and Kotaku. That's it. They don't know about these indie websites or Tech Raptor or Niche Gamer, or they don't know about that shit. They're not going to be following the fucking PR account on Twitter. They're not going to. You're right. Even if you forget about reset era existing, like they're not going to do all this shit. So to expect people on the internet, do you guys remember the what was it? Call of Duty was like one of the Black Ops games had like one of the worst dislikes ratios of all time. Shit still made like $1 billion. Like people don't care. But the thing is, they need people online to feel like they're a part of something. And that's one of the biggest things that I've come to understand when it comes to dealing with grifters. There is no truth. There's only vibes, there's only feelings. Like you saw, I showed you, I'll show you again. Ghost of Yotei, 2 days ago, right? Not that many views. Side note, everyone's views seem to be kind of struggling for the most part. I think it's a new algorithm, but look, a day ago, doctors, like they're all posting within the similar time frame as each other because they want to make it seem like there is a huge outcry for this shit. But in reality, it is a mount weasel, which I learned because I was reading through Alyssa's lawsuit. Mount weasel is basically someone big starts something and it goes downhill and everyone takes the same script and applies it. So suddenly they're all talking about Ghost of Yotei. It's burned. They destroyed it. They destroyed their fucking game. Oh no, it's a mess. Oh no, the Sucker Punch is apologizing. They're going to damage control. They're doing a meltdown, and it's all that shit, right? Here comes their doom. Yikes. Game over. They're cooked. Major backlash. Yotei hate. Nah, I'm good. Fuck. Like, you see what I mean? Like, it's all of this. Exposing the game industry with extremism. Oh, Decembro. 49 minutes? No. You see how it's all this shit, right? It's the same exact thing. Fucking Mighty Keith. But it's the same exact thing that happened with Assassin's Creed. They had all this gusto, all this energy, all this hatred for it. And then when the game came out, no, look at this shit. This is from December a month ago. Why gamers are rejecting Atsu. Like, these are all, that's me. And then it's 3 days ago, Ghost of Yotei boycotted by everyone, leftist meltdown over their firing trailers. Like, it's all of that. And then the second, 2 days ago, goddamn. And then the second the game comes out, they're not going to talk about it at fucking all. At all. Yeah, no one's boycotting this. Well, yeah, exactly. It's every game they said that's going to be their next white whale to fail hasn't. That's why they've been huffing that Dustborn Concord smoke. And Concord wasn't even a game they wanted to fail because no one had paid any attention to Concord until it failed. That's something no one brings up either. They never talked about Concord prior to the game coming out. Like, now you'll see, like, obviously the death of a game, whatever, why Concord fell. But when Concord first came out, let's look at the comments from a year ago. Nothing, while they're making fun of it, nothing here is to the level of like them highlighting what grifters always say. Like, you see those comment sections where they're like, woke garbage, will not play, right? This is just about the game being shut down because it was shut down the same year it came out. Like, nothing here is about it being woke or gay or anything other than that, right? There's nothing about that in this comment section because they had no idea what Concord was. There was no pre-Concord hate videos at all. There was no pre-Concord hate videos. 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 There was no Like, you literally can't find anything here that isn't after it went out. There's nothing. Like, there was nothing. There was nothing for Concord because no one cared about Concord. There was no buildup. It was after. Look at this shit. I was just talking about that. I was just talking about that. They're still talking about Concord. 12 days ago, salty devs blame gamers and Sony for Concord's failure instead of Enigma's modern DEI slop. We're coming from Fandom Pulse. God, Very Dark, you're so bad at this. But like, there was no smoke for Concord until it flopped because people literally didn't fucking know what Concord was. You can't find a single goddamn video about Concord prior to its release. There was no buildup. There was no nuts like I did with Dragon Age or Ghost of Yotei or Star Wars Outlaw or anything like that. They didn't fucking care. In fact, there's such little care. We're now talking about the story of the fucking plane, the Battle of Concord, Concord grapes. Like, there was such little appetite for this, but they are still hoping, they are still huffing that Concord, as of 12 days ago, that Concord Dustborn fucking pack because they need it. They need it because they've been wrong about fucking everything. Everything. Is Dustborn still the worst game ever? A year later. A year later. They have nothing. So like, when you see them, or more often than not, when you see me making fun of them, just know that they will always be this people. They're always going to be like this. It's always going to be some grievance. And because they can't justify it, they'll go back to old reliable. Remember how much they were talking about Reloaded? Do you think they played the demo that came out? Oh, racist stealing sim Reloaded flops at 22 players. African heist demo abandoned by modern audience. I ask you, how many people are tracking the fucking demo numbers of a game? Like, do you see what I mean when I tell you they have nothing? They have nothing. So here's a 10-minute video about a demo of a game that got 22. Like, who cares? And look what I said. Look at that. Reloaded. Aside from Asmongold and his ilk, it's just people, the people who have the trailer. Look at 800 views. This is a small company. They're not going to get a ton of sales. We know that. But look. Oh, Heels versus Babyface, who doesn't even... Okay, first off, Heels versus Babyface is such a fucking moron. And I mean that truthfully, because look at this shit. Look at this shit. But I have to go back to Twitter, so I'm doing this because I don't want to fucking show something's gonna get me banned or something. Look at this absolute dumbass. Wait, can I do the British? Should I do the accent? No, I'm not gonna do the accent. Hold on. This is the Cyborg in DCU. What's this bored old bitch? Cyborg, part robot, whatever. Part robot in a plane crash, and Argus replaced half her body with machinery. He thinks Sasha Bordeaux, who is a character in DC Comics from a comic called fucking Checkmate, is the DCEU's cyborg because he thinks the term cyborg doesn't exist outside of the character cyborg. This is a pop culture commentator, podcast co-host, bullshit detector extraordinaire, and he doesn't understand that the word cyborg exists outside of the DC continuity. Look at my ops, y'all. even the people on the, I'm like, she's a comic character, you stupid bitch. Bro, you're writing a comic and don't know shit about them, because he is assisting Eric July in his Ripper Universe shit. He's a writer there, which makes sense because Eric July apparently never read Amazing Fantasy 15. But these people are so stupid. And people said you filed out the pronouns video. He still got it, folks. I thought Cyber was a black guy. They made America a woman instead of a country. Oh my God, dude. Oh. They made America instead of a woman instead of a country. But yeah, she's literally in this comic book called Checkmate. And this isn't like, oh, she's a new character. This shit's been around since like 2000. Like 2008 or something. This is not recent at all. And everyone's just blowing him out. Like, pick up a comic book, it won't hurt you. It's a cyborg, not cyborg, fucking tourist. Like, it's, bro, tweeting before looking to see if she's an existing character with actual comics about her or not. Here's the attention you're like, everyone is just owning him, right? But what I love about this, besides him being an absolute complete dumbass, is it shows the grift at such alarming clarity that at this point, if you follow these people, I truly think you have issues. He saw a woman and his first instinct was to call her a bitch and then try to be like, look how woke this company is. They're making the black guy into a woman of, I don't know who plays her, but let's just say like a woman of dubious ethnic origins into the new cyborg, and she looks nothing like a cyborg. It's amazing. It is so amazing that these people have the audience that they have because they're so stupid and they just want rage. That's it. They just want to peddle in Bloodsport, and so they will look like the dumbest assholes. As is like 50 years old, by the way. Like a 50-year-old man doing this shit. Amazing. It's so fucking amazing to me. It's so awesome, man. It's so awesome. But yeah, like you're seeing him and it's just like, ugh. Oh, I didn't even read this title. Holy shit. Relooted knickers with attitude, but no players or interest. Wow, bro. I want to check something real quick. So the game that got recommended had 2 players, 25 peak, 85 players maximum. If we just do Relooted, it didn't officially come out. So the demo. One person's playing it right now. Pointing to you play all-time peak 3 days ago. So 3 days ago. And this video came out a day ago, 3 days ago. So he was more so than Vera. He was what? Keeping tabs on this game 3 days ago, 3 days ago. So when the demo came out, he was like, all right, gang, let's make this 9-minute video about this game that just, the thing just came out. The demo just released. You guys, they have a fucking, their own channel got like 800 views. They have 300 subscribers. They're not going to have a large social presence. Like, Jesus, like that's the thing I don't understand too. Like imagine a world, for example, where Expedition 33 doesn't get to be on what was it, the Xbox Developers Direct. Let's say that they don't get to be on that. Let's say they're just on YouTube and they release their demo and only like 80 people are playing it. That doesn't speak to the quality of the game or its enjoyment. That just speaks to its reach. People don't know about it. Like, it's insane that we are still doing this whole like small studios are passion projects for people. We are in this age where, again, we're praising a smaller team like Expedition 33's team, Sandfall Entertainment. We're praising these smaller teams like Team Cherry, but because these guys are making a game you don't like, oh, let's shit on these people. I don't understand that at all. Like, I don't understand that mentality. Like, you guys are just so fucking bigoted and hateful that, oh, here's a small studio, but they're black. They're doing a black people game. Oh yeah, let's shit on them. Oh, they're doing Take Us North. Oh, let's shit on them. Like, I don't understand that, man. It's
Sucker punch.
Stop talking. Let's do Uchong. Related. How about Fallen Feathers? Echoes of the End. Nothing but the game, at least. Weird. Because I thought these people love like the sexy girls go. How about Silk Song? Interesting. Hollow Knight though. Nothing from Hollow Knight. Wait, how about Ghost of Yotei? I'm sure a couple of videos, yeah? Vile Ghouls Fire from DC Comics and Ghost of Yotei. Get them all out. That's it. Ghost of Tsushima? Mostly Naughty Dog for some reason. Okay. Naughty Dog beating my Hill versus Babyface. Layoff announces DC Comics Bloodbath. Okay, weird. But it's interesting. It's interesting to just see how like what these guys talk about and what they don't talk about. Because surely he's talking about this. Collective Shop? No. Weird. Very strange, but he has energy to talk about Reloaded. Interesting. Interesting heel versus babyface. But speaking of Collective Shout, I wonder if anyone else is talking about this. I know Smash JT is, but only insofar as they attacked me. Collective Shout victim campaign fails. Unhinged interview leads more gamers to criticize them. Her titles are so bad. Like, Jesus Christ. Collective Shout submits they want legal games removed. Collective Shout reported to police the anti-gamer crusade epically backfires. I guess she's the only one on their side actually talking about it though. This female gamer just got Collective Shout banned. Oh, I will never watch this. I will never watch one of his videos again. Madam Savvy? Oh, okay. This female gamer just reported a Collective Shout to the police, and this Madam Savvy again. Wait, that was 4 weeks ago? And then 3 weeks ago from the same fucking stream? Hold on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we have yet another video from this female gamer, Madam Savvy. And the reason why we're making a video today about Madam Savvy is because, well, she's gone full nuclear. And I know I say this all the time, but this time I genuinely mean she's gone full nuclear. Madam Savvy has been dealing back and forth with Collective Shout and some of the women that work at Collective Shout, if you even want to call it a job. And these...
You can't say someone has a job. Look what you do for a living. Okay, and then this one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this female gamer, Madam Savvy, has done a pretty amazing deep dive into what happened recently between Elon Musk and X, and then, of course, the CEO of Rumble and the Rumble platform in general. If you guys are not aware...
Oh my God, I don't care. I also, oh my God, Collective Shot just got caught in a massive fly. It's the same. Why is so does he just read Madam Savvy's tweets? Like, what is this? Oh, hey, Cramsy Roman. I did watch this full video. I don't know why he says I didn't. I did watch it. We talked about it. It's so fucking, oh my God, dude. It's so fucking funny to me. Like, his whole video was just that, like, look, Collective Shout just blocked my video exposing them. All Smash JT cares about is how can I make this about me specifically? They blocked me because he called them a pedophile. That's defamation, dumbass. He called them pedophiles. And he's like, they blocked me. How dare they block me? But literally, apparently the only person actually talking about it on their side is just fucking Very Dark. Hypnotic is just posting Madam Savvy shit. Collective Shot interview. And also like like, bro, you're a fucking Collective Shot just trying to frame Madam Savvy. Oh my God, dude. I'm not gonna fucking Collective Shout caught pulling a Jussie Smollett, 9,000 views. Like, I think everyone's view count is being fucking nuked right now. Also, why is he showing the anime picture? Isn't that like from like Spice and Wolf? Like, what the fuck is she doing here? I thought we had a rule where thumbnails had to somehow relate to the video. Anyways, I'm done talking about these losers. Let them fight, yeah.